Good afternoon. This is Pastor Trina, the one that gets all the hate mail. Well, I wanted to do a quick video. Um, I was on one of those Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders supporter pages, trying to be nice actually and educate those. Um, I was actually hit with a question that, in the heat of the moment, I answered it, and it was a very long answer, and I couldn't remember word for word today what I said, but apparently it got a lot of support, so I want to take the time out to read it to you. And again, you send the hate mail, I'm going to send you back love mail, if I even read your hate mail at all. So I was told that I must not know what it is like to be a minority. Here was my response. And sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, but I want to get it word for word. I will not mention the young lady's name. But I said, actually, I used to be high income, and now I'm middle class. But I am more of a minority than you. All the money my family makes goes to the government to pay for your kid's free college, while my kid works to pay for hers. I was a single mom, and instead of getting government help, I worked 2 jobs. The majority of workers have now become the minorities. My healthcare premiums went up for the illegals to have free healthcare. I eat chicken so food stamp recipients can eat steak. Tell me why my child has to pay 30% more in universities for tuition so that the 30% can be given as free college to the illegal immigrants. Tell me why my family of veterans do not receive as good as health care as illegal immigrants. Tell me why I should have to take from my family to give to illegal immigrants. Tell me why I should have to live less, keep less of my money to give to illegal immigrants. I'm not Robin Hood, and here's a newsflash. The government is not pulling money out of their pockets to help illegal immigrants. They are taking it from the working class pockets. That's the part you don't get. If all the working class would stop working, the government would not be giving money and housing to illegal immigrants or other group of just plain lazy people. The American dream is not to be able the American dream is to be able to have working opportunities and our freedoms. But that's not what is going on. It's now the American dream to live off the government, quote, taxpayers, take away the freedoms of Americans that have always had, stomp on and burn the American flag while waving the flag that represents the country illegals fled. If this is offensive to anyone, well, I'm offended that you are offended that I'm complaining about my family's money being forced out of my hands into the hands of the ones I have described. I am offended that people come to my country and burn my flag while waving theirs. I'm offended that people come here and disrespect our laws, liberty, and our Constitution. I am offended that people come here forcing their laws and religion of Islam down my throat while taking the rights of Christians away. I am offended that people come here and are offended by our military and our first responders. I am offended that people are so uneducated that they force down flags and monuments that they cry are racist. I am offended that people come here across the borders to kill us. I am offended that people come here to get a free ride. I am offended that people come here and want to turn a free country into a socialist or communist country. I am sick and tired of the double standard in this country brought by people from other countries. I'm offended that laws get changed only to appease those who will vote for democratic values. This is America. Live, work, love, act as an American, or don't come to America. If you want to be an American, you wave that American flag that lays over the coffin of every fallen hero. Stop forcing Sharia law in this country. We have the Constitution. It is above Sharia law. All we ask is you pull your own weight. How would you feel if I came to your country and demanded you give me your money, your kid's money, so your kid can't afford college? How would you feel if I waved my flag and burnt your flag that drapes over the coffins of your soldiers? How would you feel? You folks go and vote for a candidate crying inequality, yet she sports around in her $12,500 jacket, making you think she is having the same struggles. Why should fast food workers make more money than some nurses who went to school? Sure, minimum wage at $10 an hour is agreeable, but you shouldn't make $15 an hour to put mayo and mustard on a burger while a nurse is trained through college to help the sick. Well, this is going to backfire because good old drones are going to put workers out the door because it's better than paid $15 an hour. And no businesses want to hire full-time because of the lovely Obamacare. With that said, you better hope Donald Trump is president so there are actually jobs that will hire a person versus a machine. All the screaming and crying about equal pay is going to pay off in a negative way. But hey, all those equal pay protesters want to be heard, so no need to complain when not only will they not get $15 an hour, but now a machine will take their spot and they won't even have the $10 an hour. So just because I'm not a minority based on my ethnicity or my culture, don't mean I'm not a minority based on what is being taken off my family's table. That's another thing. I'm tired of hearing the minorities and race thing. I'm tired of hearing all about it. I'm tired of hearing the race card. It's old and overused, not to mention abused. It's politicians pandering to those who just don't get it. So now that I have probably made many here mad that will come back at me and call me names as well as attack me for telling the truth, so be it. Truth hurts, but the truth shall set you free. So yes, thanks to the oppression of liberals, I am a minority financially, lawfully, and constitutionally. This don't mean that we don't care about people, because we do. This don't mean we should not help when we can, as it is the godly thing to do. But it's not the government's job to take from workers and give to those who are either here illegally or just lazy enjoying the ride. It's the church's place according to the Bible, which many churches have failed. So glad everyone will see me as a bigot or whatever. But the truth is, I am a God-fearing, Constitution, Christian, patriotic American. Make sure y'all wait until I leave to attack, because that usually is how it happens. Oh, and I did forget one other group in this rant. The lovely entitled cupcake generation, who think that they should have free college and mom and dad or the government should give them everything because they are spoiled. So that includes people of all race, culture, and gender. It is not limited to any one people group. And let me be clear. If you are a legal immigrant and you are here working, you are usually a hard worker, and we are glad that you are here. If you are a legal immigrant here today that is taking the opportunities of what the American dream is truly about and proudly waving the American flag of the country that gave you those opportunities, we love you and we are glad you are here. But these other groups, MoveOn.org, Black Lives Matter, all these other groups, what they're calling protesters, which are violent criminals at the Trump rallies. We don't want you here. Your actions at the Trump rallies are exemplifying the reasons why we Americans want a wall. We want a wall to prevent your violent behavior. But we welcome the legal, law-abiding, wanting to be legals into this country. What we don't want is what you're seeing on the TV behind me, are shootings at a Dallas airport. Love Field Airport, going down right now. That's what we don't want. Do not dare say that I am not a Christian, because I have spoke the truth. You do not know my heart. You do not know what it's like to see people that you love that serve this country die because of poor health care while you're receiving the best. I have watched many families lose their homes and everything else that they have to support illegals. The government is not giving you that money. That money is coming from the pockets of my loved ones and every tax-paying American. Oh, and one more thing. Yes, I do have a ministry, and someone wanted to throw back at me that I bet you're enjoying that 501c3 tax exemption. Well, guess what? We are and have always been a non-profit, non-501c3 organization and will continue. We pay the taxes. This is Pastor Trina. Over and out. Oh, and God bless our military. God bless our first responders. God bless the Americans, the Christians. And when I say Americans, I'm talking about the heart of the Americans. I don't care what gender, what ethnic group you come from, what culture, what people group. I'm talking about the patriotic American values you carry in your heart. This is Pastor Trina. I'm signing out. God bless.